Okay, so check out my hair, right? Like, it's a mess. It's a mess, right? Look at this, look at this. Look, I just discovered something because I never brush it back. Is it? Is it? Look how big my dome is. I think my hair's receding. I think it's receding. I think I'm on bald. I can't tell if it's proportions, like, or it's just. I swear it was further up, like over here, something. Now it's like this. Like I never brush it back. It's always forward. It's always like this. Always like this. Always. Jeez, it's in my eyeballs. I I like it forward for reasons. I think it's just Vista North Star is why, and every '80s anime is why I like it forward because back don't look so good. Because here you go, here you go. You got like just all those different hairstyles, like I forgot what they're called right now, Saint Seiya and all that, and then just boosh. Now I'm freaking just every samurai, just with the hair like receding. I think I'm just needed a little bit further back, and I just look like one of those dorks right there. But now you got Shinzo. There you go, right there. There you go. Welcome, friends. Lost Scarf here. For 7 years, we've been doing this YouTube channel, and for a lot of it, maybe 6 years, maybe 5, we've been doing a vlog as well. Every week, we've been doing a vlog for a very long time. And there's a through line through the years that I know I've said a lot, and that is we could be better. We could do better. Do better, people. Be better people. Socially, mentally, physically, we can do better in so many ways. Over the years, I have gotten stronger for sure. Wrong side to show. This is the better side to show. There's some definition right there. There you go. I've gotten stronger. I've slimmed down a bit. I could slim down a lot more. From 210 to 200, that's not bad. Could be even better, though. Some of it's muscle, of course, so can't lose too much. But there is a belly to lose here. There's at least maybe 30 pounds I could lose and gain another 10 pounds of muscle, or whatever, back and forth and all that. There's still plenty of work to be done. And the truth of the matter is all of us have work we can do to improve ourselves. Every single day we have an opportunity to make ourselves better. We can do things right now, today, so that tomorrow us is better than past us. The way I meant to put that was tomorrow us is better than yesterday us. I'm not going to redo the video just for that. But the future can be better than the past if we work towards it. Everyone has adversities to deal with throughout their life. That's just part of life. And those adversities hopefully make us better so that we're better prepared for the next adversities coming up. And also the trials that we can succeed at to make us even better people than we are. And be greater. And so every single day we have the opportunity to become something more. And so what I want to name this, I'm going to plant a flag here. And actually do something. And the way I'm going to plant the flag is a hashtag. Because it is the age we're in. And that hashtag is simply hashtag scarf improvement. And what I want to do is, I want to, every single day, I put up a tweet. And that tweet is all of my goals. And the ultimate goal I have. And I think to not make it too lofty, it's going to be like, here's some daily goals. Do it the other way. Here's the big goal. Here's the one big goal, let's say, for the month. Make it monthly. Break it down. Make it a month goal. Here's the goal I want to do for this month. This is the thing I absolutely want to achieve. And then a backup goal, just in case I can't pull that one off. Like, here's a big goal. Don't make it impossible. Make it doable. And then make another goal that's almost as doable so that you know you at least achieve something there. So you got your big one, alternate goal. Let's go down to like some more medium level goals and then like broken down to the daily goals. So medium goals you can say is like something you do every week, like a weekly goal here. It's like to work towards the big goal, something I need to achieve here every week to get closer to that bigger goal. And then the small goals are the steps to get there. Let's go by example art. So I've come to realize is if I actually sit down and draw an hour a day, which I did for Kirby in October when I did Curbtober. When I did that, every day I was drawing for 1 to 2 hours every day I was drawing. And I was getting out a Kirby piece every single day. That greatly improved my ability at art. It really did. And so let's say Curbtober, there's the goal. So the big goal was complete Curbtober, which meant 31 drawings. So the weekly goal, make sure I've done 7 drawings a week. That's it. And then the daily goal is like an hour or two to draw. Hour or two to draw. More if I want. And I achieved that in October. I did 31 Kirby's. That was amazing. I know I fell behind a little bit here and there, so I made it up in other days. But in the end, I achieved my ultimate goal and I pulled it off. And that's just an example. Just take an idea and break it down. Let's say you just got an idea for a month and break it down. Let's say you want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. All right. Let's go with a pound a week. Make a pound a week the middle. That's the middle right there. So your big goal is 4 pounds. 4 pounds is what you want to lose. And then say your alternate maybe 3 or 2 pounds. Still working at it. So at the middle range is every week. So just got to lose a pound a week. There you go. Your daily goals would be some sort of like some exercise goals, maybe some more food goals, things like that. So let's see, what are the different goals you could have broken down? You could exercise more. You could walk, maybe walk half an hour a day. Every day, that could be a goal. Another goal is cut out soda. Let's say Monday and Tuesday and maybe Thursday, you cut out a soda. So you've completed at least something in that category, doing better towards losing weight. But this, of course, requires you being someone who drinks a lot of soda. Obviously, it's got to be things that actually will help you improve. If it's not something that you know will not help you improve, you shouldn't put it in the goals. So exercise, less soda, eating your meal, just eating different kinds of meals. And of course, that's something you can do to break it down further is if you cannot understand, obviously, what you should be eating, then your goal should be reading up on nutrition and different ideas of nutrition. It's important to read up a lot of different ideas of nutrition and see what works for you because all bodies are different. Well, we have different categories for different people, of course, genetically, where this style of dieting will work for you, but this style won't. And this style that worked for you won't work for someone else. That's an important thing to keep in mind when it comes to dieting is, or just when it comes to your body is, losing weight or gaining muscle or whatever you want is 3 things. It is exercise, diet, and genetics. Because I've got Islander blood. So because of that, I'm always going to be able to bulk up easier than I will when it comes to slimming down. So if I want to get big, I can. If I want to get slim, it's not going to be as easy, and I have to keep that in mind with what I do. And different diets will go better for me than others. And different ways of exercise will go better for me than others. Especially with my back injury, I have to worry about that. So of course, whatever exercise I want to do has to keep that in mind. You just keep breaking it down though. If you want to just go even further down with just what you can do to achieve the next thing to the next thing, just think about, okay, I need to do this. Well, what do I do to get to there? And then I need to do this. What do I need to do to get to there? And just go up and up and up. What are the steps to get to the thing you want? Lots of steps in this idea. What about... Yeah, okay, we'll talk about me. This makes it easier because you talk about what you know. The podcast. Let's talk about basically a podcast. What is the goal here? Well, then right now my goal is at least... Let's say the goal is 4 podcasts a month. That's 1 a week. All right, not bad. Attainable goal that might be more doable? 2 a week. 2 a month. So the middle goal is every week, try to get a guest. That's the middle goal there. And what are the goals to get there? What are these goals I could try to do every day to get there? And one daily goal for sure is message someone that you want to make them a guest on your podcast. I can DM a company. I can DM one of my peers. I can DM all these different people. Every day I could DM someone. What's stopping me when it comes to that is fear. I am scared of being embarrassed by having someone turn me down. But that's gonna happen. No's are the steps to yes, because that's just how it works. You fail, you fail, you fail, you fail, you fail, you fail until you succeed. You keep walking until you get to something where you succeed, and you stop there, do whatever, and you walk some more to get to your next success. No, failure are the steps to success. They're the steps to yes. Another example you can get is just dating. You're going to keep dating people trying to find the one that's for you, and you're not going to find them unless you actually take the steps to get there. They're not going to fall in your lap. You got to take the steps to get to the person you're looking for. And you can't let fear hold you back. I'm 33. I can't let fear hold me back at all. I'm running out of time here. I'm not going to be this, whatever I'm looking, I ain't going to look better than this in a couple years. So I got to do better on that. What's another lofty goal? Something that you can do in a month. Something that you can achieve in a month. Or let's say your big year goal. What's your big year goal? I want to write a book, or I just want to be really good at writing. Let's make it more nebulous. I want to be good at drawing. Let's go with that, because I've been doing that for like 2 years. I want to be good at drawing. Obviously, good at drawing. What does that even mean? Let's not define that. Just, you want to be good at drawing. That's your year goals. Why not with that? Break it down to months. Well then, okay, what are some things you can get good at to be good at drawing? You can learn to get good at sketching. You can learn to get good at your lining. You can get good at perspective. You can get good at color theory, shading. You can get good at just taking pictures and studying things, studying references, understanding what use tracing can do to make you get better. Like tracing something so that you get the muscle memory for things. There are all these different things you can make as your monthly goal to help you get better at drawing. And then you just spend weeks, days to get better at that. Let's say, yeah, I want to get better at shading. Shading's something I effing suck at. I hate shading so much. What I would do is, I could do, okay, so there's my goal. So what I want to do for that, what I want to do as a weekly goal to do that, and that would be, weekly goal would be, well, make some shading pieces. Let's say doable, because shading takes some time. Say I make at least 3 pieces that have shading in them. So then the daily goals are drawing at least 3 pieces. So drawing pieces on, you know, sketching, the lining, the coloring, all that stuff. At least 3 pieces. You're working on that every day, getting that point. And then at some point, you're also doing the shading. And if you're not good at it, you do studying on shading to help you get to that point. So then you could, of course, like I have with these Kirbys right now, I could shine a light on a Kirby. So you can take Kirby here. Take Kirby here. Shine a light on him from this angle. It's going to be different from you shine a light from this angle and things like that. I could shine a light on him, take a picture, look at that picture, try to understand that, and try to like mimic that, using it as a reference, trying to understand that perspective, that drawing, that coloring in that way. And that's something I do. Like a bit at a time every day, try to achieve a couple of that a week, and then at some point I'll get better at shading. Very simple idea. I want to get really good at an accent or at some voice I really want to do a lot. Like, for example, for me, it helped doing the LPs for this. But let's say I really, really wanted to get really good at the judge voice. The judge voice is, of course, Phoenix, what the hell are you doing? I don't understand. Why are you objecting to all these different things? Like, I've been doing that for years, so I'm better at it. But if I want to get really good at that voice, it becomes, all right, what can I do that I can do this voice just out of my pocket anytime with any emotion, whatever. Let's just say, get good at the judge voice. That's the big goal. And the alternate goal is be all right at the judge voice. Weekly idea would be being able to just talk in that voice with different emotions or whatever. So let's just make it 4 emotions. Let's say I really want for this week to be really good at doing the judge in like a sad voice, or an excited voice, or just whatever different emotions, and that'll help me get better at the judge. So then what would I do every day? I would say a couple lines in whatever emotion to get better at that voice. Not just that, but I can always watch videos that would help me with how I could improve my voice quality in different ways. Or learn, again, different things I could drink or eat to help my throat when it comes to doing voice things. There are so many different ideas. There is always something potentially physical you can do to improve, and there's always something potentially mental you can do to improve. Or just resting to get the energy up. You can always take a day where you just got to rest your throat, so your throat is good for the next time. There's also that as well. Knowing when to rest, knowing when to take your shots and when not to take your shots are also important as well. Just trying to break down different versions of the same idea, so you can get an idea of how you could do it for yourself. There's always potential knowledge to gain, to improve, to do your thing. There's always potential just physicality to do it as well. And then there's, well, resting them. I think those are the three things to consider for that. Because rest also helps you get your motivation back. Because if you're grinding at it, you're eventually going to get bored of it. And so you got to take some time to rest it and then do it again. It's like with muscles. You can't just keep working the same muscle over and over again. When you work out, you're tearing your muscles a little bit at a time over and over again. You're tearing those muscles so that they can regrow stronger. And if you keep working the same one over and over and over again, little tear, little tear, little tear, little tear, rip. You can overwork your muscles to the point that they get damaged. Like, yeah, ripping you can say is damage, but like, damage to the point that you can't work it. I did that before. I got really good in certain shoulder workouts, and I was just doing them every day because I was really getting good at it, and I wasn't allowing them to heal to the point that it had a real big tear, and I couldn't do anything for 2 months. So that's also an important thing to keep in mind as well. Now, for me, like, I'm saying keep it simple, do like one big goal and stick to that. For me, because who I am and how many different plates I spin, I'm probably going to have a couple different goals I really want to do. And so, and that's because we also just have a lot of things we need to do as well. For me, what goals I have right now would be, basically podcast goals are this. 4 guests a month. That's the goal. Alternate goal, 2 guests. So try to get a guest every week. I'll fail it sometimes. I'll fail that weekly sometimes. But the big goal is the one I really don't want to fail. And even if you fail, that's too bad. Try better next month. But you really should try at least. Because if you're trying, then you're at least making an effort. And making an effort always leads to improvement. Because you know you can do it. Because you've been showing the improvement there. You've been showing the effort. So basically, podcast, that's one of the things I'll have on the hashtag. Is like, here's my goals for basically a podcast. And here's what I'm going to try to achieve today to do that. That's one. When it comes to the channel, there'll be other goals. When it comes to, let's go with the Kirby channel, because we're building a Kirby channel. For that one, it is, the big goal is very nebulous. Like, just gain followers and get more people interested in the podcast. What's the weekly goal? Well, the weekly goal there is just get more impressions. The weekly goal is, like, say, maybe get like 10, 100 impressions on the Twitter or views or whatever. Like, maybe in just a specific videos, like the newest video, try to get as many views, at least 100 views on that video, or as many views as I can on that video. So what are the smaller goals to get to those bigger goals? That would be posting more often, interacting more with the Kirby community, being more friends with them, authentically friends, not just trying to use people, obviously, making Kirby gifts, posting the Kirby gifts, enjoying other people's Kirby art, making Kirby art. These are all little things I can do. I should at least do at least one of them every single day to get closer to that weekly goal and then the monthly goal. That's another one. The channel itself, kind of the same thing. I should be talking a bit more about the channel, getting more people interested in the channel so they know about the channel, and that happening as well. Honestly, it's just the fear of embarrassment or people thinking of us as noise is what slows me down. And honestly, if I'm afraid of being noise, I should figure out how to not be noise. How to better present the tweets, how to better present the videos, how to make people be more interested, and that requires study. And so that becomes what I do. I study how I can make the tweets better or more interesting and get more people just curious. So I'm not just posting up, but I'm actually actively trying to make something happen out of it. And that is something knowledge. Gain the knowledge to understand how to do that. That is another way to break it down where I can do better. So, Jace will tell me when this video comes out. And when the video comes out, I'll put out this hashtag. Every single day, I'm going to put out this hashtag. Start of the day, here's my big goals. It might be multiple tweets. I don't know how I'm going to build this correctly. But here's the big monthly goals. Here's the weekly goals. Here's the daily goals. And as long as I achieve some of them, then I'm making progress towards the other ones. If you're doing none of them, then obviously no point. And the idea is, if other people do this too, if other people join me in the hashtag, then we can cheer each other on for what we actually succeed in. Because then it's not only your energy helping you go forward, it's other people's energy helping you go forward. Because other people are like, yeah, you did this, you did that thing, great improvement on all these different things. That'll help you move forward. Because you're not alone. Because honestly, you aren't. Who am I to say all this? I'm just like you. You're just like me. I'm just a regular person who wants to do better. Who knows that I'm capable of doing better. And you know you're capable of doing better too. We all are. Even with adversity, even with troubles. Of course, there are some things that are insurmountable, and you gotta work around this as best you can. I have a back injury. Someone rammed my car in the rear at a stoplight. Nothing I could do to make that better. Nothing I could do to improve that situation. And because of that, I have 2 herniated discs. I won't be a ninja warrior, that's for sure. So that will, of course, impact my physical goals. Because definitely losing 1 pound a week isn't a bad goal at all for me to try to do either. And let me talk about that then. So I try to lose 1 pound a week. My ways of doing that has been, alright, watching my calories. So I have like calorie watching apps and all that stuff. And just, the other goals are just studying up what different diets I could try to do to lose more weight. What different exercises can I try to do that won't aggravate my back to help me lose weight as well? And to get stronger and things like that. To help my core. Because helping your core should help with your back as well. Like the big monthly goal, like I said, is like lose 4 pounds, maybe at least 2, and then every week you want to lose 1 pound, and then you go from there. I've gone from 210 to 200 since January, so that's 10 pounds in definitely not 10 weeks, that's for sure. But of course, muscle does affect it as well. Then sometimes you can only lose so much weight anyway, and you got to find other ways to improve yourself, and then maybe you can lose more weight. There's different ways. Like, obviously, there is fat I can lose. There is definitely fat I can lose. But there's also muscle I can gain. So there's 2 ways to go about it. There's only so much dieting can do. So right now, yeah, I'll use this example right now. Right now, I'm trying to drink the water thing. So I'm trying to do 116 ounces of water a day. So there's a daily thing. That's how much I got to drink in one day. So it's like, all right, so drink this much water every 2 hours. That's another way. I'm breaking that down in that way. That leads up to the bigger thing, which is every single day, drink this amount of water. And by doing that, eventually I get used to drinking that much water is the bigger goal. Just get used to drinking this much freaking water. Because you can also lose weight that way. You're also just cleansing your body in that way because you're purging more things. It helps out your kidneys and your liver a lot to have more water to deal with instead of just the concentrated stuff it is with like soda and all that stuff. It does help. The basic gist of this whole thing is I'm going to do a hashtag. Scarf improvement. Hashtag scarf improvement. And every single day, I'm going to put up what my goals are. What's the big goals? Okay, so what's the big goals? The big month goal, the weekly goal, and then the daily goals. Or weekly goals and the daily goals. And they'll be just like, these go to this, these go to that, these go to these different things. You can just focus on one thing, because you're not doing a bajillion things like I am. Also, it'll be simpler and easier if you just do one thing you want to get good at. You want to lose 4 pounds? You can definitely do that. That's totally doable. Especially because plenty of us, we do have like excess weight we can definitely lose some of. Like I said, I was 210, now I'm down to 200. That was 10 pounds I definitely could do with losing, and I lost it. You can definitely lose that stuff. If you want to make it 1 pound in a month, you can do that too, buddy. You can do that. Slowly make the efforts towards it to make that lost. You can do that too. Again, with just drawing and writing or just whatever thing. Think about what you can achieve in 1 month if you really put a lot of effort into it as the main. And the alternate is, what can you do if just some things get in your way, but you can still achieve it in that month? Make that the alternate goal. The weekly goals are, what do you think you can achieve every week to get there? And then, what can you do every day to achieve the weekly? And then, if this daily thing isn't enough, then you got to think of other ways to break it down to do those daily things. So you can just go up and up and up and up. That's the best way I think I can put it for the time being. If I can think of a better way, I'll make another video on that. And then just support each other. What I do on Twitter with my art account is I try to draw every day. Doesn't mean I finish a thing and post it every day, but I try to draw every day. And then when I finish a piece, I'll post it up. But I also follow a bunch of art accounts. And I look at these drawings like, wow, that's amazing. I can't even imagine how someone could make that. That's something you can do as well, is you can try to figure out how did they make that and try to recreate it in your mind. Give you some thought experiment on art. But I can look at other people's art and appreciate and understand what I can make, what people can make. And I can just say some support. I'm like, this is amazing, this is really good. I really like the shading here. You can even ask questions if they're open to it, like, how did you do this kind of shading? Or what kind of tools you use for these lines and things like that. And that's the other thing, is you can also just look up what hardware or what programs for drawing. That can be the thing you do today, is like, all right, these are different programs I can use, and experiment with those programs and see which one really fits for you. That's something you can do as well. There are all these different angles you can look at for different things. We're not math. There isn't only one way to achieve a lot of stuff. There's many ways, and there's many angles. So you can just think about that. What are the different ways you could achieve something? I think it's the bigger thing to take away from this is, think of the different ways you can do the thing you want, and this is just a way to break it down and maybe compartmentalize it so that you can keep breaking down the compartments so you can figure out how you can get to what you want to do. Hashtag Scarf Improvement. I'm going to put it up. I'm going to try to stick with it. And I would like, personally, just as a goal as well, just as another big goal, is sticking with this. Just like, do this. Year-long goal, 365 tweets of this. So I'm going to tweet at the start of the day. Here's my goals. End of the day, here's the ones actually completed. Keep myself accountable. These ones are actually completed. And if anyone else does that too, I'm like, yeah, you did these things. Hooray. And things like that. That's what I'm going to try to achieve. And if you join me, you join me. If you don't join me, you don't join me. Simple as that. So this has been a very special episode with Scarf. I had fun talking, hope you had fun watching and listening, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time.